Get right to it. The question that we're going to ask Kelly came from a viewer last season who was interested in learning differences and stylistic differences and cognitive differences that take place in the workplace. And quite simply, he asked, how do I establish a neuro-inclusive workplace? Kelly, please get us started. How does he do that?
Oh, goodness. Well, this is kind of a loaded question. I get this a lot. I mean, I get it a lot from leaders. I get it from the design community and almost every day from just individuals. And I think my answer, if you'll indulge me, for a little bit, might not actually be what you might be expecting. So I can tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to give you a list or a how-to guide, because despite the efforts of others or the expectations, I don't think that we are as a society ready for the execution part of that phase. So again, my opinion, and sort of when I have these conversations with individuals, I think if you really want to create a truly neuro-inclusive workplace or neuro-inclusive education environment, doesn't matter. You can insert any kind of place on the backside of it. I think the first step is to stop pretending that everyone's brain works the same. That's the first step. And then I think you also have to recognize that neurodivergent individuals, people who are cognitively different than societally expected norms, they're already in your workplace. They've been there all along. We've just been masking, we're burnt out, and we're adapting to systems that were not designed or built for us. And so I think neuroinclusion as a word, it's not just about checking a compliance box. It's actually a full-blown shift in how we define leadership, how we measure productivity, and how we support humans in our environments. And so, stop designing workplaces and other, physical environments on outdated models, like butts and seats, the traditional 40-hour norms, or like forced collaboration with everyone coming back to the office at a forced time, and start understanding human needs. Like, what are the diverse needs that human beings have? Yeah. Some people, they don't operate best at 8 a.m. They might be better, at 6 a.m. in a quiet room, while others might have full-blown energetic bursts between 10 and 2. And a neuro-inclusive, I'm going to say workplace because this is what we're talking about, but a neuro-inclusive workplace makes space for both, right? It allows those individuals, despite how they work, to be able to show up, right? And it stops assuming that if somebody needs something different, that it means they're less valuable. And this shift in mindset, it starts at every level, right? It's how we interview, it's how we onboard, it's how we run meetings, it's built into the policies and programs, like in our workplaces. And I think a lot of people want to talk about the physical environment, like how we create a physical neuro-inclusive environment. But we rarely, when we talk about, the lighting and the biophilic elements and all of those things, which are fine, but we never start by asking the most critical question. Actually, before even how do we create a neuro-inclusive environment, the most foundationally critical question is asking, what are the exclusionary practices that we have inside of the social structures of our organizations, and how are those unwritten rules baked into our workplaces that are in fact exclusionary?